All right, so now that I got all these pallets like pretty solid, I'm gonna start going up with pallets all the way around. And then what I'm thinking is, because these pallets are really easy to cut, I can just frame it with the pallets. Because in my head I was thinking where I want to put the windows, but I could probably just cut out spaces for windows when I get them. So I think it's probably smarter to just cover this whole thing with pallets, even though it'll be solid, and then open up spots for windows after. So that's what I'm going to do. This takes a lot of time. So, I find all these 2x4s to use, but a lot of them have, actually most of them, have nails sticking out. And I've scraped my back on these things 1,000 times. So I have to bang all these out. Alright, now I just want to tack this in there, which is what I think they say in the construction world, and not break my neck while I do it. So now this one's up, and once I get a whole row going all the way around, I'll get 2x4s or 2x6s or whatever I can find, and go from the top all the way down to the bottom so that it's secure. So I have this 2x4, which is a full piece. I bought this one. It's a little crooked. So this one is resting on the block of concrete that goes all the way down, and I'm going to seal it to that top pallet that I just put there. Come on, bro. So this one's a little rickety, but I'll seal this one on the outside to this one, and then get 2x4s and go all the way down. And then that'll make that one secure. Because I'm just trying to build a box around here so I can put a roof on this, because this is the only part that's not protected from the rain. Now I have this 2x4 going all the way down to almost the bottom, and it's keeping this one secure. Every day pouring a few buckets back here. So this whole thing and all behind here is covered with road base. So the walls are about as thick as these tires, and then from there to there is all filled with road base and trash. So I would put like plastic bottles. Well, first I did a couple layers of road base. At the bottom there's tires, and then in front of the tires there's these really big rocks, and then in the tire there's, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of tires, and in between each tire is full of road base, and there's rebar connecting all the tires, and then behind the tires there's a layer of road base, then some garbage I just packed down in there, like plastic bottles, glass bottles, junk mail, and then another bucket of road base. And I did that all the way. I got to about here. So when it's finally full and I can stand on it, that's when I can start putting plaster and Adobe on the side there. So if I oil these, it'll help with the rain. I think this turned out pretty cool, and I'm going to keep working on it and tightening it up. But I have these clay saucers along the top, and then some broken tiles that I just put in there. And the reason it's like this and kind of scattered is because when rain hits it, if it kind of drips like on different layers, the rain won't sit and it'll keep it steady. But we got a ton of rain last week, and this held up really nice. So I got to keep working on it, sanding it, filling in some of the cracks, but this isn't going anywhere. So here's this side is pretty solid. Like this, there's no shake to it at all. All the pallets are pushed up against each other. They're like 2 pallets deep. So this way I can, and I put them in backwards because then I can use this as like a guide for the Adobe. So this whole thing will be covered all the way up. And then the back, same thing. Goes all the way up. This whole thing will be flush with Adobe. Goes all the way up. And then in here will be one spot for water collection. All right, what do I do next? So I really want to cover this part. So I guess I have to extend the roof. But in my head, I'm thinking the roof is only going to go over to about there. And then as far over there as I can reach. So I wonder how I start this. So I'm thinking, I was watching some YouTube videos, and it looks like people start with a beam in the middle. And then maybe that beam can go there all the way to there on that side. And then maybe build a frame like it's a wall and go over the lip. This one's going to be tricky because I can't drill into the floor or the roof, the ceiling. Yeah, this is the ceiling of down there. So I can't drill into this because then it'll put holes in it. So maybe I can drill it to that side, go all the way down, and glue it to this. Like maybe I can attach it to this piece, and then to this piece right there. Let's use my head here. All right, looks pretty good. It's flush that way, so I can put bracing from that side to that side, up and down, and this ain't going nowhere. Here's what I started doing. I want to start building the wall on this side so I can connect it to that side. So I'm just using these 4x4 posts that I put in the ground, and then I'm putting pallets up because I got them for free, and then in between the pallets I'm putting 2x6s. That's going to go all the way down. Is this the right way to do it? I don't know. But it's the free way. So I'm also going to double them up, maybe triple. So I'll put another pallet behind here, maybe a third one, so this bottom is really thick. Because at the top, there's going to be a roof that goes like this. So I'm trying to put all the heavy ones at the bottom and the light ones at the top. So the pallets are going to be connected to the 4x4s. The pallets themselves are connected with 2x6s. The pallets behind the other pallet, like the row of pallets behind the row of pallets, they'll just be screwed together. And then there'll be Adobe and rocks in between it, making it like a super wall. It'll be really stout, as they say here in Texas. But I'm thinking, how do I secure the pallet to the tire at the bottom? I'm gonna have to figure that out. I put some stakes in the ground, like some rebar pieces, shove them in the ground or through the tire, and then tie them and do like a row of really tight road base with concrete, and then I do the Adobe over it. But I think I should just get the pallets up and then worry about that part later. Actually, I think that big heavy one should go in the front, and I should connect it to that post because this one's a little weak. So maybe I should put that one on the front. Now I got two 2x6s on this row, and I have to screw this one in. But what's great about using pallets is I can just slice this part off so I can screw in there with this. So now this one's in there. I took the piece that I cut off here and put it there because there was a gap. So now this one's kind of wobbly. So I'm gonna take this spare piece, attach it to the top, there, and that'll make this move. It'll be a little less wobbly that way. But the bottom is what's worrying me down here. So I knew I was going to make the walls out of pallets. So that's why I made the bottom where the tires are real thick. So, I mean, I'm sure I'll think of something, but it probably makes sense to get some spare rebar pieces. I have a ton of it, or at least somewhere around here. And I just throw those in the ground or into the tire through this road base, and just kind of wrap it around. So I think maybe I got like 4-foot rebar pieces and just put like, you know, there, and there on both sides.